Hi, ladies. How's it going? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. So, today we're going to go over the goal setting training, which is super exciting because setting goals is just so fun. I love setting goals and working to achieve them. It just makes me feel like I'm making progress, and yeah, it just in life, in all areas of life. So, I set goals for all areas of life. But basically, today I'm just going to be talking about how you can set smart goals, which we all know about mostly, but we're actually going to get really clear and how to write out these goals and talk about why we must achieve them and how we're going to achieve them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start because I'm not going to, twiddle my thumbs chatting away when no one's here. So you can watch this back and get straight into it. So if you're watching on the replay, say #replay, and if you pop on live, say hello. All right. So first things first is you can have anything you want, okay? But you must be clear and precise about what you really want, okay? People who are really successful got where they are because they had goals. But in order to achieve those goals, they had to have a reason. So not just any reason, it had to be something that drove them and had the power to get past any and all the obstacles that get in their way. So with a strong enough reason, the motivation to act will follow naturally. So to achieve your goals in business, you must be channeling all your energy with a laser-like focus. So when it comes to choosing goals, you don't want to set goals that are so far away that are completely out of reach. You'll only get discouraged and lose whatever momentum you have. But at the same time, a goal must be something of a challenge to be worthwhile and help you grow. Okay, so ideally a goal should be just beyond your comfort zone. So something more than you've previously achieved, but not such a stretch that it seems super unrealistic. So for me personally, this is what works for me and sets me up for serious success. So what I do is I set a new clear goal. Actually, I might get you to grab a notebook at this stage as well. So just take some notes because the more notes you take, the more likely you are to remember what you've learned. So number one is I set new goals every 90 days. So personal, business, and financial goals. All right. I also set weekly intentions of what I desire to achieve that week. I also set monthly financial goals, income, savings, and giving. Hey Sandra, how you going? Nice to see you. And then I also set 12-month goals, like 1 year ahead. And I also have one big overarching vision that never leaves my mind. And it's the driver of all the above goals that I've just spoken about. Okay. So firstly, in order to set a really good goal, we're going to set a SMART goal. So like I said, we've all heard of SMART goals. And it's like, SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. But this is actually a really great way to write these goals, because if you don't have a clear goal, good morning, it's not going to be, you're not going to be as driven to make it happen because it's not clear. If it's a bit wishy-washy, you're not going to achieve, you're less likely to achieve that goal. So firstly, I want you to write down this SMART. So specific is clearly stated in precise terms. For example, I want to have, in the next 30 days, I want to have 3 one-on-one clients, for example, okay, in my 8-week coaching program. That's specific, measurable. So you can tell if you've achieved it or not. So by the 31st of January, I have 3 new one-on-one clients in my coaching program. Achievable. Is it possible? Okay, so if you're wanting to get 3 clients and you've never had a client, it might be, it just depends. If you're in the brand new stages of your business, this might be unrealistic. It just depends on what you've already done before. So if you know that you can get clients and you know what's needed to get a client, and if you think 3 is achievable, that's a good goal. But if you've never had a client, you're not even sure how to get a client, it might be more realistic to put like 1 or 2 clients, just that little bit less, because you don't want it too big that it's just like, too hard, throw my hands up in the air, I'm going to give up. Okay, so number 4, and then R is for realistic. So not only is it possible, it is possible for you given your circumstances. Hey, Sarah, is it Sarah or Sarah? I'm not sure if I said that right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining the group as well. I'm excited to have you. And then, so realistic, so yeah, not only it's possible for you, it's possible, but it's possible for you given your circumstances. All right. And then timely, there's a date attached to it. So the 31st of January 2019. So if I'm going with that goal of 3 new one-on-one clients by the 31st of January, that's a clear goal. So this is the way I write goals, okay? And this is how you can write them as well. So in your business, your personal and financial goals, you can do this. So this is what you do. So it's now the 31st of January 2019, and I've made $5,000 from after tax from my coaching business alone. Or you could, or it is now the 31st of January 2019, and I now have 3 new one-on-one coaching clients in my 8-week coaching program. Okay, so that's really clear and specific, and you've got a date in mind. So that's how you write your goals really clearly. Okay, now we're going to talk about, because I sometimes think it's so much fun to write goals, and it's the easy part, writing a goal, but it's actually reaching that goal is like the hard part, right? So once you've written this down, so you want to write it down and why you're absolutely certain that by this time you're going to have 3 new one-on-one clients by the end of January. Okay, so you want to write down why you're absolutely certain that this time I'm going to succeed and reach my goal. Okay, so so what we're going to do now is it's called the 200 reasons exercise, but you don't have to do 200 unless you want to, but you could do 100 reasons. So because we don't have heaps of time, I just want to, what you can do is write eight areas, write down these 8 areas, okay? So you want to write down contribution. These are the areas you can write goals for. So contribution, what I'm saying is how, with your goals, you want to write down all the reasons relating to these 8 areas. So contribution, social, spiritual, mental, physical, family, financial, and career/business. Okay, so what we're going to do is write down 3 reasons for each of those 8 areas right now. So you need to choose reasons that you're really connected to. So, you know, I want us all to be living in our highest truth and be living our highest, truest potential. And, you know, together I know we can change the world. So as we set goals, we move closer towards who we truly want to be and where we want to be each day. So I want you to write down those following areas that I just spoke about, and write down positive reasons why you must reach your goal. Okay, so why you must reach your goal, and basically it's so that, for example, so that I can spend more money on my marketing and grow my business like through marketing, so I can reach more people and then employ more people. That could be one reason. Another reason is so that I can stay home with my kids and be there for, you know, important milestones and events, and having that flexibility. Another reason could be so I don't have to go back to my 9-to-5 job, which I don't like. Another reason could be so I could, you know, move to the suburb we want to live in, depending on what the goal is. Like if it's a financial goal of earning, you know, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year, depending on what that goal is, what will that allow you to do? Okay, so just think of it like that. So I'm just going to go over those 8 areas again. So we want to think of reasons why you must achieve that goal and what it will mean if you do, for the following areas. So contribution, social, spiritual, mental, physical, your family, financial, and your career/business. Okay. So social is like the time you set aside for getting out and visiting with your friends and family, you know, being able to call your friends, hang out with your friends, going out. So whether a certain amount of income means you can do that more. Spiritual means, you know, time spent with and learning about God or whatever you believe in. For example, prayer, devotions, church, Bible study, that sort of thing. Mental could be time spent improving the capacity of your mind, advancing the mind, and learning new things. Physical is time spent helping your actual body, so diet, exercise, lifting weights, sleep. And family is time spent with your loved ones. So, example, like living with your husband or your significant other, parents, children, extended family. And financial, so time spent focusing on controlling your money and growing your wealth. For example, budgeting, investing, saving. And then your career/business is time doing that, doing the things that actually produce an income. So, it's your calling, your passion, your purpose, your dream job, being that entrepreneur. And yeah, so I want you to just go through those areas, and that'll really help as well. So giving those 100 reasons why you must achieve your goals is going to basically make you never want to procrastinate or waste time again, because you've got such strong drive to reach those goals because of those 100 reasons. Okay. So the other thing I do with my goal setting is I write my goals daily in the morning, and so twice a day, morning and night. So before I go to bed, and then also before I go to sleep. So it's really important, because everything I do in my business is aiming to reach that goal. So it really gives you, like, it's like that the North Star. Like, you're going towards this goal. I will reach $100,000 by this time, or whatever you want, whatever your goals are. You have somewhere you're heading, and then basically you can break those. You work out your goal, and then you want to break those action steps, into monthly action steps you need to take, and then you break it down into weekly action steps you need to take, and then break that down into daily action steps you need to take. So this is how you can actually start achieving your goals, because you have action steps. Because a lot of the time we have these amazing goals and we're like, yes, I'm going to lose 10 kilos, or I'm going to reach this amount of income this month. But without actually having those action steps there, is it very unlikely you're going to reach that goal, because you're just going to, whittle away your day, and you don't have any sort of strategy to get there. So work out what you need to do, and then double down on that every single day, week, month. Okay. And then, I expect, like, you're much more likely to hit those goals that you've set for yourself. And now you've got that strong driving force behind that as well. So you can do this with your, body goals. So you might want to lose weight or gain weight or get stronger or run faster or whatever. So you can do the same sort of goal. So it's now the 31st of January, and I now weigh 65 kilos, and I'm wearing a size 10, for example. Okay, so it's really clear and specific, and basically putting it is now the 31st. It's like feeling into that, like that is like your goal, feeling into like, yes, you have achieved this by this date. And the other thing I really suggest doing with goal setting is in the morning when you write your goals down. So it's probably like you can have lots of goals, but I usually will focus on around 3 to 5 goals each at one time, because otherwise I'm just gonna be so busy. I'm constantly like I just won't have time for anything other than my goals, which is fine to a degree. But when you've got family and you've got you're a wife, and you've got other things happening as well. Like, you can't just go 100% all business, like as much as sometimes we'd like to. But the one thing I do in the morning after I write my goals, I actually will sit there, close my eyes, and just visualize and imagine me hitting that particular goal. So, for example, like, I'm imagining hitting $20,000 a month, and what is that going to mean for me and my family? How I'm going to feel about it? Like, how good is it going to feel seeing the amount of clients I'm working with, the women I'm helping, and like what I can actually do with that money now I've got that. Like, imagining who I can contribute to, who I can help financially, what we can buy, where we can go on holidays, all those things. Like, I just feel into that goal for about 5 minutes, and it just feels amazing. And so you just have to, every morning and night, like, just feel into just achieving that goal and what that looks like for you and how amazing you feel. Okay, it's such a powerful exercise. And whenever you are feeling a bit, like this this feels hard or it's going slow, like you can just get some quiet time alone and just think about just how good it's going to feel. Like you just got to feel into the result of reaching that goal. Okay. So these are a couple of my really like just really good steps that I really enjoy doing myself, and they've really helped me as I've been growing this coaching business. And I hope you guys have found it helpful. I'd love to hear what are some of your goals. Has anyone done some sort of brainstorming about what they want to achieve, you know, in the next 3 months or the next 6 months or the next 12 months? I'd love to hear. And if you have any troubles or anything, if you've got a goal and you're not sure how to write it, let me know and I'll come back and comment. And yeah, I'd love to hear about your goals as well. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve. We're just having a really quiet night at home. I did buy some cheese and crackers and some dip and some sparkling water. So that's it's just going to be me and my husband, because the kids are going to go to bed, because they go to bed at like 6:30. Anyway, we could probably go watch fireworks, but I don't know if it's really worth it. I don't know. I think it's going to be a quiet one. Anyway, let me know what you guys are up to tonight too. I hope you guys have a good afternoon, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.